Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you and I hope you all are safe. Maybe excited for my class, so I'm here to teach you SST Standard 4 and the Chapter 4. So today we will finish this chapter and today we will go through to see the topic the lifestyle in desert area and the importance of desert. But before starting the chapter, we will take a short look at what we have learned in previous class from this chapter. Means from the first we will go through the revision. But before starting the chapter, I request all of you to please stay at home and enjoy your quality time with your family members. You can enjoy like playing the ludos, carom, then video games. You can read your book also. You can complete your homework also, which you received on online classes. You can enjoy all the times. In fact, you can attend your online classes, because we all know that we are in very pandemic virus situations like COVID-19. So it's better that we can stay at home and enjoy the life with our family members and enjoy the online classes also. Because before the summer vacation, I just used to teach you SST through Xilinx, but I'm here again to teach you SST, like shooting the videos for you guys. And I hope the previous homework till chapter 3 you have completed in your fair copy. If you don't, then please complete it, because whenever the school will open, if I will ask you to homework, because I have all the records and you have to show me all the homework, and it should be in good handwriting, legible handwriting, and use dark pencil. And I might guess that you guys had completed your healthy and delicious breakfast. So eat healthy and stay happy at home. And again, after finishing this chapter, the new words and the objective types, that homework I will give you and I will upload on the website of Hartford International School. You can go there and you can check your homework. Now let's start, I'm just going to teach you from the first page number 26, means just a shortcut. I'm just revising you so that what we have learned in the all earlier classes from chapter 4, that you will understood. If you have the book, then please open, and I'm reading, you also read with me. If you don't, then please purchase it as soon as possible. Now let's start the chapter, and the chapter name is what? The plateau and the desert region. Before starting the desert region, just get a short look of the plateau. Now, plateau region is what? First of all, what is plateau? A plateau is an area. A plateau is an area of flat land which is higher than the land around it. It is also called a table land. The plateau region of India, it extends from the south of the northern plains to the southern tip of India. There are several hill ranges also in the plateau region. First of all, the Aravalli range, it is in the northwest. The Rajmahal Hills, it is in the northeast. The Eastern Ghat, it is in the east, and the Western Ghat, it is in the west. In these region, in plateau region, you can find some states are also there, and states are like Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and the eastern part of Kerala also lies in the plateau region. The river Narmada, it divides the plateau region into two types. The river Narmada, it divides this plateau region into two parts. The first is the Central Highland and the second is Deccan Plateau. Central Highland, it is in the north side, and the Deccan Plateau, it is in the south. Now just go through the Central Highland and then Deccan Plateau. So Central Highland is what? It includes the Malwa Plateau in central India, and the Chota Nagpur, it is in the east. The rivers Chambal, Betwa and Son, it also originate in the Central Highland. They flows northwards and join the Ganga and Yamuna. The Narmada and the Tapi river begins in the Vindhya Hills and it flows westwards in the Arabian Sea. The Malwa Plateau, it is bounded by the Aravalli range in the northwest and the Vindhya, it is in the south. Here the soil, we can find the soil black which is very good to grow the crops like cotton and oil seeds. The Chota Nagpur here, it is also rich deposit for the coal, magnesium, iron, ore, bauxite and other minerals. Now Deccan Plateau. First of all, what is the meaning of Deccan? This word, the Deccan word, it comes from the Sanskrit and it means Dakshin, which means in English south. So the Deccan means what? South. So Deccan Plateau, it lies in the south side. So just keep in your mind that Deccan means, it is the word, it comes from the Sanskrit, which means Dakshin, and in English we can call south. Now Deccan Plateau is what? It is the region of south of the river Narmada and the Satpura range comprise the Deccan Plateau. This is the largest plateau in India. The plateau is bounded by the Western Ghat in the west and the Eastern Ghats in the east. Here the Western Ghat is very long hills. They include the Nilgiris, the Anaimalia hills and the Kajamam hills. Here the Eastern Ghats are not as continuous as the Western Ghats. They are a small hill range, means the Eastern Ghat is small. Next, river. What is river? First of all, the most rivers such as like the Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, Kaveri, it rises in the west. It rises in the west and flow into the Bay of Bengal. This is because the Deccan Plateau, it slopes from the west to east. In fact, the two rivers, the Narmada and Tapi, these are the only two rivers which flows through the east to west, not west to east. It flows through the east to west into the Arabian Sea. Here dams has also built to store the water, and it also helps to irrigate and also provide the electricity. Here the Nagarjuna Sagar dam, it is very useful dam and it is situated in the river Krishna. In fact, in rivers we can see a very large number of waterfalls also. One of the highest waterfalls in India, that is Jog Falls, it is located in the Sharavati river in Karnataka. Importance of plateau. Here why the plateau region is important? It is important because the climate of the plateau region is very different from the another places. Here the soil mostly we can find the black and red soil. Black is good for the cultivate the cotton and oil seeds. Here groundnuts, then rice, sugarcane, wheat, millets are also grown in the central region. Here in western parts of the sides, we can find a very thick forest, and it is very valuable forest which provides wood, in fact which provides fruits and medicines also. Here we can grow crops like coffee, tea, pepper and rubber in the Nilgiri hills. The Great Indian Desert. Now we will talk about the desert. Desert is what? It is an area which receives very little amount of rainfall or not at all. Here the desert is very low and very high temperature. The Great Indian Desert, also known as the Thar Desert. It stretches through the Gujarat plains into the south and the borders of Punjab and Haryana. Life of the desert. We all can imagine the life of desert. It is very difficult to spend our life in desert areas because the Great Indian Desert is like a dry and sandy areas which receives very little rainfall. River Luni, it flows through the desert area through the year. Their summer is very hot and the winter is very cold. It is because during the daytime the sand it gets very hot, but the nights it becomes quite cold. This is because in the hot day the sand gets very quickly hot and it cools very down quickly. So that's why hot dry winds are the common here. We can see that in fact here the plantation also not there. There is a scarcity of water. That's why very little amount of waters are there, and we can grow very hardly 2-3 plants in the desert area. Now what the plants are there that we can grow in desert area, that we will see in the next video. So please guys watch the next videos. Till that, thank you and have a nice day.